What's going on, y'all? I want to bring you guys to this particular story. I didn't know that this was a recent story. I thought that this was a repeat. This particular case happened before, where a beautiful young girl was arguing with her baby daddy's girlfriend. The one previous happened like in Texas, and I thought it was that same story, so I pretty much skipped this story. But however, my channel, one of the reasons why I started this particular channel is the betterment of the black community, because it's so many horrific problems and that the black community is going absolutely backwards. And one of the reasons I felt that is because the wrong message was being sent out, and the only way to correct that is to get out there and do it yourself. And I'm a videographer, and I follow protesters. And one of the things I didn't like about their message was it was to blame, point the finger, let's beg the mayor, governor, instead of, hey, let's do it ourselves. Hey, let's hold some accountability. One of the things I want to talk about is the destruction of the black community, and where did it start, how did it start, and why I absolutely hate welfare and the welfare system and the abuse of the welfare system. A lot of people say, well, why do you hate welfare? This particular story, she has 2 kids, 21, and one is 5. And the other one is only 2 months old, and the baby daddy's already split. You're gonna see once she's dead, instead of the fathers taking care of the kids, the grandmother got to take care of the kids. Now, I've done over, not even on this channel, on other channels, over 400 or 500 shows about issues just like this one. And in every case except I think one, was the baby daddies have to take care of the kids after the girl is dead. Because why? The father ain't nowhere to be fucking found in the damn. Why do I hate welfare so much? And I tell people this. With welfare, these young girls are able to go out there, sleep with any goddamn body. They choose the worstest piece of shit with no crib car career. Don't want them, can't take care of his other kids. And she split. And he split. Leaving those kids to fend for themselves. Leaving those kids to fend for themselves. This is the fight right here.
Dang, I got, whoa, y'all better get the fuck on.
What you're seeing in that video is, this young girl right here. Her name is Tia Carey, 21 years old. Now, she's with her aunt, her 2 kids in the damn car. She was just picking up her kids from school. She was picking them up because, of course, the goddamn baby daddies don't have shit to do. Baby daddy got a new girlfriend, and your child ain't but 2 months old. This is one of the things that I talk about with welfare. Welfare allows and just, it pretty much, let me tell you something. All the violence that you see in the black community comes from the children all share the exact same common denominator. They come from single mothers. All of them. 87% of the prison population, 87% of the juvenile system, the high school dropouts. Those kids grow up with no father. They grow up with poverty. They have nobody. And at 10 and 15 years old, they're already enraged and angry at the world. And they take it out in the streets. They take it out in these streets like this. And this is where you see all this violence come from. She went there with kids in the damn car. Exactly. Not only that, you got your aunt and your fucking sister with you encouraging this type of shit. Now, wouldn't you say, hell no, this ain't the time nor the place to be beefing? Now, the baby daddy was there, and the fucking girlfriend is the driver. The girlfriend got the damn car. Y'all fighting over a piece of shit that can't take care of his motherfucking kids or don't want to go. Look at this news story. After the girl is dead, guess who got to take care of the fucking kids? The grandmother of the girl. This is. Hold on, let me see. The grandmother has to take care of the kids, and I don't have any value on it. Hold on, here it go. Here it goes.
Now.
Argument at a D.C. gas station, and then it turned physical. A woman pulls out a gun and shoots. Tia Carey, a young mother of two, was shot dead yesterday at a Valero gas station on Minnesota Avenue. Today, Carey's mother spoke with News 4's Pat Collins about how devastating this is for their family. Pat?
Wendy, a case of murder can have more than one victim. Sometimes it impacts little people too young to realize the loss. Hear now the story of Tia Carey. The murder victim, Tia Carey, shot and killed during a dispute at a D.C. gas station. She was the mother of two girls, a 5-year-old and a 2-month-old baby. Damaris Carey is Tia's mom. She's comforting and caring for those children now. And today, she talked about her daughter's death.
Every time I look at her, I see her. She was only 21, so young. She didn't even get to see her baby grow up.
Witnesses tell the story this way. The scene, this Valero gas station on Minnesota Avenue. Tia had just picked up her daughter from school. She stopped here to get a fruit drink. Here she got into an argument with another woman, and it got physical. There were pushes and punches, and then they say that woman pulled a gun and fired off 2 shots. One of the bullets struck Tia in the head. She fell to the ground. She was taken to the hospital. She died a short time later.
Senseless violence. That's all I can sum it up to, senseless violence. I mean, you know, we encounter things every day, situations, but this was just an act of senseless violence.
Charged with second-degree murder in the case, 21-year-old Tierra Posey. Witnesses say they literally had to sit on top of her to keep her from leaving the murder scene. Jim and Wendy, back to you.
All right, Pat Collins.
Now, one of the reasons why I keep, because a lot of people don't want to point out that welfare is the worst shit that could happen to the black community. The mother let your daughter go out the house half naked. You get pregnant at fucking 15. Have kids by a piece of shit ass man that don't want you, can't take care of his kids. He leave. You go out and do the same shit at 20, 21. You get pregnant by another fucking deadbeat dad. How the fuck are you eating every day? That's my thing about welfare. Welfare pays for this type of fucking behavior. I honestly believe the shit was put there purposely for you to go out, make a shitty ass decision on a shitty ass man. He run off. Now the government got to take care of these kids. Where do you think all these gangbangers come from? Where do you think all these killers come from? Where do you think all this rage in these children comes from? It comes from not having a father. Welfare is like, oh, okay, you want to go out there and make a horrible mistake? All right, cool. We'll pay for your mistake. Oh, you want to make another one? We'll pay you more. Let me tell you something. Without welfare, grandmothers, mothers didn't let their children walk out the house like that because they knew if that man ran off, you would have to flip that bill. So I did a documentary, Chicago Way documentary. Watch that documentary. I asked women, 80 plus. What did y'all do without welfare? What did y'all do without child support? And they said this: I could go out there half naked. Parents didn't allow it because they didn't want their kids to come home pregnant. They didn't allow that shit. They wasn't G'ing for that because they would have to flip that bill. Let me tell you something. With welfare nowadays, they get free lunch. They get free school, free medical, free dental. What do I have in 21? Got to do with anything. My mama had a kid at 17 and it was awesome. All right, now, I didn't say anything about having 21. Now, she's 21, she was 15 when she had the first kid. She's not married, she don't have a child for either one of those kids. What I'm saying is welfare, look, before welfare, we had 91% two-parent household. Now, with welfare, we got 90% single-parent household. No father to be found. She's dead, and now neither one of those two. She got two different deadbeat dads that can't take care of their kids and don't want to take care of their kids and couldn't take care of their kids. One was 2 months old. Now, when it was 21, she had one at 15. 9 months being pregnant. A child was 5 years old. She had one at 15. Now, back in the day, they did have kids at 17 and 18, but the only difference between back then and now is that it wasn't welfare, it wasn't child support, and they were 91% married with a good man. Every single marriage that came out of the 50s and the 60s lasted 40 and 50 years. Ask your grandparents. Everybody watching this. Every female, of course, females will disagree, and this is why it's not talked about in the black community. And I got some shit all on my shirt. This is why it's not talked about in the black community, because 80% of the women and the guys either grew up off of welfare or have welfare, so it's not talked about. But welfare is a horrible thing for the black community. In fact, it's the worst thing that could happen in the black community. Because what do you see today? We got 73 to 90% of children will be raised without a father. My grandparents didn't believe in welfare, didn't have welfare. My mother, four women, four beautiful, four my aunties and my mother are amazing. And let me see, you talking to somebody, he said if she so young, why does she have kids 21? I don't know what y'all talking about. I can't follow it just yet. But let me. Do you have your own business? How many employees do you have? Mercy, yeah. What's up, brother? Here's where it comes from. We're paying for horrible decisions. Women run out, sleep with any goddamn body. The worst. If you go visit somebody in jail. That waiting room will look like America's Next Top Model. Each one of them inmates, every one of them inmates, had 4 or 5 different women. They freaking. Go visit somebody in jail, and you're going to see that waiting room looks like America's Next Top Model. Now, this young girl, 21, had a child at 15. Father just, now she got a 2-month-old. This cat already got another girlfriend. Didn't even wait to see the baby drop. Didn't even wait to see the baby drop. He was gone. Before that baby popped out of her, he was already moved on to another chick. And I'm willing to bet he probably got 5 or 10 other kids already. Welfare was crack before crack was. Yeah, welfare was that crack. Because what it does is saying, okay. Back in the day, I asked a woman that was 85. She was like 85. I asked her, what did y'all do without welfare? What did y'all do without child support? Because a lot of people swear black people can't make it. We would roll over and die without welfare. Well, she said, Donald, I couldn't go out there and sleep with any goddamn body. She said the basketball captain wanted me, couldn't sleep with him because a child may come out. Wasn't no welfare. My family was fucked if I slept and came home with a baby and he ran off. My mother's parents wasn't having that shit. They couldn't afford me, let alone another motherfucking mouth to feed, so they didn't let me walk out the house half naked. They didn't let me come in the house whenever the hell I wanted to. They didn't let me go out there and have a boyfriend and sleep around. Welfare wasn't existed then. I got a homegirl. She got a brand new crib. Her crib was at the time, like 15 years ago, was the size of my apartment. Her bedroom was. She had 3 kids, 3 different baby daddies. When her child was 16 years old, she didn't give a shit that her child went to go spend a night at her boyfriend's crib. And I'm like, yo, what are you doing? Where's your daughter at? She's like, oh, she at her boyfriend's crib. I said, why? Oh, she good. I swear, within like 8-9 months, her daughter was pregnant. She didn't give a shit. She knew welfare was just going to pay for it. She didn't miss a meal. She never missed a meal. She knew her daughter was going to go out there and get welfare. She got Section 8. She moved out the crib. 2-month-old here spitting on people and fighting and wanting to dictate the outcome is ridiculous and irresponsible. And yeah, and it's a cycle. It's a cycle. Yes, the auntie was with her, the sister was with her. They should have all said, hey, it ain't worth it. You got your kids with you. You got kids in general. But granted, she's 21 years old. The auntie and the sister should have been like, yo, this shit ain't worth it. You got your kids with it. Especially this motherfucking loser that then ran off. He already got another chick. He with another chick already. His baby 2 months years old. And now the girl is dead. And he don't even want to say, hey, let me give an interview. Hey. And in fact, dude left her at the scene. Dude left her at the scene. They're saying the baby daddy jumped in his whip, left the girlfriend, and left his baby mama dead. He left the baby mama dead. Now my thing is this. I ask women, why are y'all sleeping with such fucking losers? From a man's perspective, understand. Yeah, she picked him. In fact, I was one to the ladies, Dashanae Day or whatever, sister. Understand from a man's perspective. I used to be on women's side. I used to be like, damn, he ran off. Damn, he ran off too. And every sister I talked to, raising kids by themselves. And I'm like, damn, he ran off. Damn, what's up with these men? And then I talked to a sister. I'm like, man, okay, so where's the father at? She like, oh yeah, his other 10 kids. I said he got 10 kids? And I used to say that as a metaphor, like laying down with 10 kids. This motherfucker literally had 10 kids. And I was like, where was he working at? Oh, well, he wasn't working at the time. So you mean to tell me you laid down with a motherfucker with no crib, car, career, 10 kids, couldn't take care of himself, didn't want you, didn't want the kids, and you had a baby with this motherfucker? Seriously? Look at this beautiful young sister. She could have had any fucking man she want. And this is the problem with women being raised without fathers. Where does it start? I do stuff to better the black community, to encourage, to correct the mistakes. Now, you could say these young men need, how did she become the 10th? She was the 11th baby mama. Had this man 11th child. That man never seen that little girl's, never seen his own daughter. And never will, because he ain't give a fuck about neither one of them. But my thing is this, point I was trying to make is, without welfare, you make good decisions. Why are we paying for horrible mistakes? We're paying for this. This is what the government purposely did. They did a study in 1973. If y'all watch my documentary, the Chicago Way documentary, y'all can watch that. Y'all can watch that documentary. Where does it start? Where did this problem start? Where did our kids start killing each other? Where did we start going backwards? We were climbing the charts. Economically, we were headed to the top. Family-wise, we headed to the top. And all of a sudden, yes, these guys just using women and letting them sometimes. And we all got family. We all know friends. I got partners, never had a crib, car, career, never worked a day in their life. 30 kids. Never took care of none of them. And they got 10 women to call today. I'm at a university. I see, when I go to a university, I see 80% of those men are single. Go visit somebody in jail. None of those guys are single. And then where does it start? It starts, the women are the employers. They employ. They wait for resumes, and then they look over the resumes, and then they make the calls. Men are the hirees. Women are the hirers. We pass out our resume to as many jobs as we can, and women take that resume, go through it, and make the call. Okay, cool, I'm gonna call you back. That first date is that interview process. But what I'm saying is welfare. Oh, you got no crib, car, career? Oh, okay, it don't matter. Welfare, we can have a child, and okay, you probably run off 10 times out of 10. You're gonna run off because you don't have a car, you don't have a crib, you don't have a job to even take care of a fucking kid. So, all right, cool, I have a baby with you. Nope. As soon as that baby hit, WIC, link, medical, dental, child care, taxes, you don't miss a meal. That's a great life. In fact, they factored that the average woman on Section 8 and welfare is at like $75,000, somewhere around there, $55,000 to $75,000 a year off one kid. If you do the math on a mortgage, let's say the mortgage is $1,500 or $1,300 like it is out here. You're talking, do the math. Multiply that times 12, do the math, $800,000 on link, child care, school, dental, medical. No accountability. Now, I challenge every one of you, go ask anybody else from another country. Ask them, excuse me, what do y'all do with our welfare? Even child support. My thing is, why have child support? What is child support for? Why would you even be laying down with a fucking piece of shit that don't want to take care of his child? Why? For what? You know this man ain't take care of his other 10 kids. You the man, this man ain't have a fucking job. Why would you even need child support? I asked. There's 2 Nigerians that I know, that I talk to every fucking day about this. Actually, 4 of them. And I talk to them, and I send people to them. Go ask Lola what she do. I challenge people. Go ask Lola what does she do in her country. She tell me, Donald, wasn't no welfare to get on. She said her husband chased her for over 2.5 years. 2.5 years her husband chased her before he seen any parts of her. That man didn't even see the coochie for 2.5 years. That man had to go buy a ring, walk her down the aisle. That's when he got the coochie. That's it. Today, you barely have to wait 2.5 hours. Tell me, I'm like 2.5 days max. 2.5 days. What's up, James Hudson? What's to it, homie? And the reason I talk about this, it's not to bash black women. It is not. It is to prove a point. We have to get rid of welfare. It is destroying the black community because it starts with the black woman, because who she chooses as a father would dictate that next generation. We got 91% children born out of wedlock and with no fathers. What do you think this next generation is going to be? I can assure you 85% of them will end up in jail. 85% of them probably end up dead. 58% will drop out of high school. Men is to blame as well. But who chooses these piece of shit ass men? If you who these piece of shit ass men that's running around having 18 kids, tell me about his upbringing. He was brought up with no father, so it comes back to his mother. It comes back to his mother. So you could say it's some piece of shit ass men, but where did those piece of shit ass men come from? No fathers. They ain't ready to give up free money. It'll just have to be taken. Now, it'll get worse before it get better. So I would say it'll be worse for about 5 years before women be like, okay, wait a minute, hold up. I can't just lay down with any goddamn body. I'm going to need a fucking ring because I need to make sure you're not going to run off. I need to make sure you're not going to run off. So bring a ring, you can get some ass. Bring a ring, get some ass. That's why welfare is such a horrible thing. This is why they got married. A lot of people try to say, oh, it's a generational thing. Oh, it's not a generation, but it's the culture. It's culture. But we got the same culture, and in the 50s, we wasn't, they can say, oh, Nigerians and other races that don't have welfare. Now, do the math. It ain't coincidence that every other country that don't have welfare don't have this problem. Is it picks 3 different people? No, that's the same person. She just look different. That's the same person. That's the same person. That's the same person. He just look different in all of them. I mean, 2. Yeah. All right. 80% of the women are sleeping with 20% of the men. Sorry, it's not the men. That is correct. 80% of the women are sleeping with 20% of the men. That is correct. And I'm going to tell you why. With welfare, it's no longer about a good man. It's about good penis. Tell me I'm lying, sweetheart, that's on here commenting. That's Nate Day. Tell me I'm lying. She'll tell you. I got a bunch of female homegirls. I talk to them every single day, and they would tell you what they're looking for in a man. And it ain't a crib car career. And somebody that's going to take care of kids. It ain't a good father. It ain't a good father. But before welfare, it was a must. You couldn't lay down with a piece of shit just because he was 6'5", 6'6". You had to find a good father. It wasn't room for error. It wasn't room for error. You were forced. Once you're a human. Once you're forced to make a good decision first time. Once you're forced to make a good decision, you do. But if you're given the choice of, oh yeah, you can just fuck up anytime you want, you're going to fuck up all day long. I wouldn't do shit if I didn't have to. Nobody would. If you just sit at the crib, smoke weed, drink, and freak all day, everybody would be at the crib, smoking weed, drinking, freaking all day. But that's not the world we live in. But for women, so how did this woman get put in this position to where she got two deadbeat dads? Now, I would give a teenager, 19, 20, a mistake. I give you one mistake. But then 2 mistakes, 3 mistakes, 4 mistakes. You get pregnant by the neighborhood loser that then seeded up the entire community. Every single black person know exactly who I'm talking about. Got at least 10 people they could name right now. Every single black person on this feed can tell me they know at least 10 black people that's doing just that. Every black person on this got a family member that's living off the system and doing just what I'm talking about. It would be that for just that moment and change just to get you. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. You can pretend that you're going to get the ass the same day, the next day. But my thing is this. Without welfare is that safety net. So you know if you jump out the window, you're going to get caught. You know, you're safe. But when you take away that safety net, you will never go near that window. You'll never go near that window. You'll never jump out that fucking window. And this horrific cycle of violence and poverty and horrible men and young women. Once you have a horrible union out of a horrible union and you have a child, he run off. She has the same thing, cycle continues. That child grows up to be that statistic. Fact. You guys on here, make sure you guys like My Life in the Shires up my... Now, I'm not here to bash black women. I don't. I talk about racism all the time. You can ask my homeboy Merciel on here. I talk about racism. I talk about everything. However, we do have to come back to accountability. We do have to talk about accountability. I talked to my homeboy Merciel about... Matter of fact, Merciel, I'm about to call you, brother. I'm about to call you. You need to come on here. You need to get on here. Pregnant by losers don't mean you have to have... Yeah. Believe it. But what you're seeing, bro, is the 4th, 5th abortion. And they like... That's after the 3rd, 4th abortion that they end up having some loser's baby. Because we got too many options. Other countries don't have no options. Less condoms, if any condoms. No abortions. You had to make a great decision. In the 50s and 60s, all that shit is, just like you say, the Democratic way. It's the Democratic way, and it was put there purposely. Planned Parenthood people, look it up. It was designed to destroy the black family. Look up Planned Parenthood. And what the Democratic Party is pushing is the pushing of the destruction of the black family. We come in peace. We're here to help you. We're here to help you. But they're helping you destroy the black household. Once you destroy the black household, your job is done. Those kids will never grow. Lions, tigers, and bears even figured this out, that you cannot do it on your own. You cannot do it on your own. And this is prime example of just that. Just that. This grandmother now has to take care of kids because her daughter, hold on, her daughter had kids with a loser that does not even want to take care of the kids after this young girl is dead. What type of fucking losers are y'all women laying with? Tell me, how? This mother right here, how is she doing it? When she has no husband there or man in sight, I can almost tell you for absolute certainty, welfare. Look at that house. She got 2 grandkids to raise now. And she's older. She can't run around chase a 5-year-old all day, play with a 5-year-old, take her to school, drop off. Yeah, she got 4 different baby daddies. Oh my God, Mercy L. Not all believe in abortions. I have a cousin who she don't care how many times she get pregnant. I got a cousin like that too. Oops, hope she ain't watching this. She's having it done. 4 different baby daddies. Good afternoon, y'all. What's going on? I say get rid of welfare completely. Now, it's some that don't abuse it. It's good for people that really need it in between jobs, underemployed, people going to school, stuff like that. So, it's good for that. But honestly, I'm starting to really look at the Democratic Party and be like, y'all destroying the black community. And I honestly think it's purposely done. No question. I think it's purposely done. You can't tell me this shit is coincidence. They did a study in 73. I'm about to call this brother. I'm about to call this brother. I'm about to call. I don't know where he at, but I'm about to call him. Anyway, for those of you who don't know this story, 21 years old, and you fighting over a man that don't want neither fucking one of y'all. Understand how, from a man's perspective, how that looks. I can tell you, don't go in those woods. You're going to get ate alive. But it's up to you to choose. And if you choose to go in the woods with wolves and bears and lion, tigers and bears, that's your decision. Brother ain't known no more. There's definitely a purpose to devil comes in all forms. There's a show out now that was showing them taking over another planet, convenient. Thanks for keeping it real. Absolutely. You know where sugarcoating it gotten us? Not a pot to piss in, nor a window to throw it out of. A lot of people, especially black people, don't want to point this out, that the destruction of the black community, where it comes from, and that welfare is a horrible thing. I got a homeboy that says, oh, welfare wasn't bad. I was brought up on welfare. Dude, you got 15 brothers and sisters and one motherfucker made it out. You're the only one that made it to something. He got 14 other brothers and sisters that in jail, dead or in jail, and one child made it out the hood, and that's him. That's absolute failure. We want to blame, it's a lot to blame to go around, don't get me wrong, mass incarceration, all types of stuff, no question. But welfare is that number one key factor in our community that keeps us destroyed. Keeps us destroyed. Anyway, let me get off of here, y'all. I got a gang of shit to do today. Y'all like, subscribe. Hit me up on Facebook. That's my real name on Facebook. Follow me on there. I got rid of it. Brother, I'm trying to call you on Facebook. Oh, you got rid of it. You say you got rid of Facebook Messenger? Oh, you sure did, bro. Bro. Yeah, you could keep. If you keep anything, bro, keep that. Keep that Facebook Messenger. Because I'm going to definitely call you on. Anyway, you guys, make sure you guys like My Life in the Shy's Facebook page, YouTube page, Instagram page, Down in Washington on Twitter. I'm going to bring my Twitter up. And, damn, you got to bring all social media. Bro, send me, y'all keep sending me stories. Y'all can send it to my Twitter. I'm about to pull up my Twitter handle now. Send me stories to my Facebook. Taking a break, yeah, no doubt. Yeah, definitely keep sending those stories to me. Shout out to everybody that's sending me stories. Make sure y'all hit that like button before I get out of here. Hit that like button on there. Peace.